Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So I've got some really cool and, in my opinion, really good news to share with you guys. Now, I was actually going to do a video, and I still might do one similar to this idea, but I was originally going to do a video basically entitled something like 5 Ways DC Can Improve Itself, or 5 Ways to Save DC Comics. Well, this new step from DC kind of shot a hole in that video, and it's a really good thing because it takes out 2 of those 5 things. Number 1, and I guess I should say what they're actually going to be doing, but they're going to start selling comics at Walmart. So 2 things that needed to be addressed were accessibility to comics. Now, when I was growing up, I might give away how old I am here, but when I was growing up, you could go to a grocery store, you could go to a gas station. I remember the Death of Superman, single issues being sold at gas stations. The accessibility of print comics has really dropped in recent years. Basically, you have to hunt down and find one of the few remaining comic book shops if you want to buy a comic book. So this is really going to help with accessibility. Everyone goes to Walmart, and particularly the key demographic that comics need to be selling to are young readers, and families go to Walmart. Another really good thing about these comics is they are 100 pages for $5. This is a tremendous value compared to regular comics, which at best are 32 pages and are usually $4 or $5 themselves. Now, these books do contain some reprinted stories, which I'll get into here in a minute, but that's perfectly fine. In fact, I think that's a good thing if you're pitching to these younger readers. A lot of the stories they have chosen really are a good jumping in point for new readers, and the way they've combined the selected stories I think is also really wise. So this is going to be happening really soon too, on July 1st. So here in a few days, Walmart's going to start selling these titles. So there's 2 stories that I referenced in this video, so I'm going to have links to those in the description box. The first one is a Forbes article about this. So let's see, it says, DC Entertainment announced a deal with retail giant Walmart to bring comic books back to mass market distribution channels for the first time in decades. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Why has it been decades where you had to hunt down a little niche store probably 20 miles or more from where you live in some strip mall somewhere? DC is making the right move, selling in a place people actually go to, Walmart. So also it says, according to this announcement, 4 exclusive DC titles will be carried at over 3,000 Walmart stores nationwide. Now, I don't know how many comic book shops there are, but it's a lot less than 3,000. So, and it also goes on and gives some details about the comic books themselves, but we'll get more information from that from the other site that I reference. So the actual DC Comics website too has a big announcement about this. So it looks like the first book that's going to be coming out is the Superman Giant #1. So this includes the Terrifics #1. So if you haven't been reading the Terrifics and missed issue 1, this is a great way to jump in. And the crazy thing about this is the issue #1 of the Terrifics costs $3 by itself. So you get the Terrifics, you get Green Lantern #1 from 2005. So that was written by Jeff Johns, and it's got art by the great Ethan Van Sciver. So that's another one. You notice most of these are #1s. There's also Superman Batman #1, which was the beginning of the arc Public Enemies and was written by Jeff Loeb. And it also includes Superman Giant #3. So this was written by Tom King, and this is going to be, let's see, it has the story from Action Comics 1000, and it also has a new 12-part adventure. So these books all include new material as well as old material. So there's also going to be a book called Teen Titans Giant #1. I think this is the best one for young readers. It collects Super Sons #1, Sideways #1, and Teen Titans #1. So, and it does include it. Yeah, and it also includes an original 6-part story by Dan Jurgens. So, very cool. And then there's a Batman Giant #1. This includes Batman 608, which is part of Batman Hush. It includes Nightwing #1, Harley Quinn #1, and a new Batman 12-part story written by Brian Michael Bendis, so that's going to be pretty interesting. And then the final one they've announced is Justice League of America Giant #1. So this includes Justice League of America #1 from 2011. It also includes The Flash #1 and Aquaman #1s, also from 2011. It has, it has a couple other issues about Wonder Woman, it looks like, and then there's a original 12-part Wonder Woman story as well. So that looks pretty awesome. I'm definitely going to be looking out for that. So these are $5 a piece, so you can get them all for $20. And then if these go well, they're going to continue doing this. So look for DC Comics at Walmart. I'm really excited about this. It's truly a phenomenal idea. There's so many places in America that don't have comic book shops. Steps like this could actually save print comics. And I'd like to see Marvel and other companies take steps like this too. Alright, so that's all for now. I'm really excited about this. I just had to share this with you guys. I've got more comic book reviews coming out soon, including the new Justice League #1, and No Justice #2, and lots of other stuff, including Countdown to Final Crisis #20. Alright, so that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.
End of line.